Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Tim. I recently had a request from a friend of mine and a subscriber on overhead pressing techniques and hand placement and all that sort of stuff. So I decided to do a video on it. We're going to start with some mobility stuff first because overhead pressing is sort of a misunderstood exercise and where people think it's just a matter of gripping and ripping, pressing that bar overhead. There's more to it. So a major problem with it is usually a lower back issue. People will press it with a bent back, thinking they're doing great overhead pressing, but they will end up with a sore lower back. So we'll go over some mobility stuff to help correct that problem, because what we want to have is ribcage in, tight glutes, so that when the bar's up overhead, you're in a stacked position. Alright, we'll start with the first thing, which is a test, but it's also a nice warm-up drill. So you find yourself a nice bit of wall, and first we want to get the back pressed into the wall, because we're focusing with overhead pressing on the straight torso, so we want to get that lower back pressed in. So chop that in there, press in the back, extend your neck so head straight, and the object is to get the elbows and wrists as close to the wall as possible and go through a flared out elbow pressing motion. And as you warm up, you might find you actually can get your arms closer to the wall, and we're still maintaining that smallest gap there possible. I would say do that every time on the day, because you never know how your body's going to be. You might be tight in the chest from doing bench pressing. You might have a tight back so you can't extend it. So that's a great little starting point. Next we'll go into a bit more of a way of loosening the shoulders up. So just grab a band, or you can even grab like a broomstick or something, and just going to go over the head. I think this is called shoulder dislocations or something, which doesn't sound good. But all we're trying to do is get the shoulders back and down, bring the band around without arching the back too much. So just as you're doing it, think about keeping your ribcage down and abs tight. That way you're actually working on increasing mobility and the right kind of things. Alright, after that we can do some work on extension of the thoracic. So I'll get my lovely helper to jump in and demonstrate this one. So if you've got a foam roller, we can work on thoracic extensions. So we're going to put the roller underneath the sort of upper back area. We're going to use the arms to extend and get a good range of motion happening through the shoulders and upper back. You can turn into a movement where your arms sort of lift and then go back into it again, so you're in and out of the stretch. So you could do like 10 of these. Also, lats might be an issue too. So once you're there and have done your extensions, you can roll the lats out. Just extend your arm onto the floor. And you'll probably notice, it might hurt, so your lats are probably tight if it hits. So give them a roll too, and you should then be in the best position to do overhead pressing. Alright, I'm going to run through a demonstration of the overhead press. We'll start with hand placement. So grip is going to be about shoulder width, so you can fit your shoulders in between your hands. And picking the bar out of the rack, you want to keep a tight body. So I actually step under it, scoop my elbows under, and then when I lift, I actually flex my abs and glutes to come up. So I'll just walk it out. So elbows are tucked, shoulders are back and down, glutes and abs are tight. Breathe out as you press it up. we'll get that from a side view as well. The side view, that's when we're going to see everything stacking up above each other. And that's what's important to avoid that lower back pain. And that's why we have to get mobile. So walk under the bar of the feet. Get your shoulders back and down. Now we want to flex the abs and squeeze the glutes. So we're nice and stacked. As we press the bar up, we bring it back so it's above the head. Bring the head through. Yeah, so key points there. Tuck elbows, shoulders are in a neutral position. Strong core, ribcage down. Glutes engaged so we keep the hips in line with the rest of the body. And exhale as you're pressing it out. Breathe in coming down. I take a breath in before I do my first press. So I'll bring it out, breathe in, and then start the process. So yeah, that is an example of how we do it, how to avoid pitfalls. Now we'll go into a second part here of alternative exercises. If you're finding that you can't even get in that right position and you're getting lower back pain or some sort of shoulder discomfort, might be in the front delts, chances are you're not quite getting into that good position. Alternatively, while practicing that with lighter weights, you can use an adjustable bench and work on some steep incline pressing. So you can use dumbbells or a bar, and by pressing it in here, we're not needing that same full extension of the back and shoulders. So if you're having trouble in that zone, get your heavy work in on an incline bench or adjustable bench like this one, whether it be with dumbbells or a bar or in a rack. You can have your safeties in the rack and just go heavy as you want. Alright, so that's the video on that topic. I'll cover more on the seated presses actually in another one, because I've got a lot of variations we could do of that. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video and subscribe. See you next time. Stay strong.